In life, only a third of people can become successful entrepreneurs. That's it. And the rest can be very successful employees, and there's nothing wrong with that. You won't be shackled to the ups and downs of entrepreneurship, the challenge of it, how hard it is, but you'll never be free. And that's the debate. I mean, you can't, I've always said it's not about the pursuit of money. It's not about the pursuit of greed. You will fail if you do that. It's the undying love of freedom. And this is not some academic study. This is real data from real situations of real CEOs I've worked with and learned from, because I used to work for guys like Steve Jobs and others in my career. I used to work for Steve Jobs in the early 90s, making all of his educational software. There's a concept that he understood that very few people focused on back then in the early 90s of signal-to-noise ratio. What was so brilliant about Jobs that I tell every CEO now, and I don't care if you're an S&P 500 CEO or you're just starting a business, his vision of signal was the top 3 to 5 things you have to get done in the next 18 hours. So this signal-to-noise ratio to be successful for Steve Jobs was 80-20. If you're a CEO and you achieve that and you can get those done with 80% of your time based on that, you're extraordinarily successful. You are absolutely, and you're Steve Jobs, or you're an Elon Musk, or you're somebody. If you even talk to Bezos, I don't know him personally, but I've heard in many interviews, like I knew, I've met Elon just a few times. I spent a lot of time with Jobs, but they say the same thing. A man or woman that understands the signal-noise ratio, that focuses on that, they'll be successful. And you have to decide how much signal you need to get those 3 to 5 things done. It's just going to go bankrupt, and you're going to lose, I don't know, $10 million on that deal. And that's a piece of information you're dealing with. Half an hour later, this actually happened to me today. One of my companies going public. It's a 450x for me. The stock will get unlocked sometime in the fall, but how do you fit that together? Utter catastrophe, destruction, woe, loss, utter euphoria. Half an hour later, focus on the signal. That's it. This is what I teach entrepreneurs and engineers, and this is the most important thing.
It's that judgment of prioritization, but then the sort of force of execution to get it done.